You're listening to the Public Health Entrepreneurs Podcast with your host, Dr. Charlotte Huntley. Are you still struggling with LinkedIn? Well, I'm going to share 5 profile photo tips for LinkedIn that you can apply right away to help you optimize your LinkedIn profile. Welcome to Public Health Entrepreneurs, the podcast for visionary leaders who are ready to transform public health and healthcare through innovation. I'm your host, Dr. Charlotte Huntley, and as a public health entrepreneur with over 25 years of experience in healthcare and public health, I understand the unique challenges and opportunities that come with bridging multiple disciplines. If you are an interdisciplinary professional with expertise across different fields, then you are in the right place. On this podcast episode today, I'm going to share 5 profile photo tips for LinkedIn that you can apply right away to help you optimize your profile. Now, we all know, if you've listened to this podcast for any length of time, you've heard me talk extensively about the power of LinkedIn and the things that we need to do to get started on LinkedIn. Some of you may be really well advanced, and a lot of you know what to do, but sometimes it feels overwhelming to just jump in and to get started. And there's all sorts of things that can put obstacles in your way. And you look at someone else's profile that looks like it's all together, and you feel bad that you haven't taken those steps. So on this episode, I wanted to try to hit the easy button and give you some actionable tips that you'll be able to apply them and feel like you're taking some real steps toward getting your profile optimized, which moves you closer to attracting and growing your network and ultimately getting closer to the ideal clients that you want to work with. So let's just break it all down to focusing on the photo, because sometimes if we can break it down to one area to accomplish, it makes it more manageable. So I'd like for us just to talk about the photo. So the profile image that you put on your profile for LinkedIn. All right, let's dive in. I have 5 tips that I want to share with you, and it is all focused around optimizing your profile, starting with the photo. Okay, so the first thing that I will say, and you'll be surprised how simple these are, but also how simple they are to overlook or, not really think that it's that big of a deal. Okay, so regarding your profile tip, your photo tip for LinkedIn, the first one I have for you is to have a clear, high quality profile photo, a profile picture. Sometimes you may think, oh, that's a no-brainer, but really look at it. Look at the picture you have there now. Is it a clear, high quality profile picture? And I say that because technology changes quickly, and, the quality of even cell phone cameras are way better than they used to be. But look at your photo. Is it a clear, high quality profile picture? It needs to be blurry. It should not be distorted. It should not be cropped from something old or scanned from something old. It should be a high quality, clear picture. All right, here's the second tip. Make sure that it clearly shows your face. Again, you'd be surprised how often this is overlooked. Your face needs to be, it may make you uncomfortable, but this is a market, this is a platform where the people that grow your network want to see you and get to know who you are. So make sure that they can see your face. Sometimes the photos that I've seen, people are so far away that it's like a full body shot, but at a far distance, and you really can't see who they are. So make sure that the picture you choose for your profile clearly shows your face. I saw somewhere that the suggestion was 60% of the photo needs to be your face. I'm not sure where that came from, so I'm saying it, but I can't quote it, but it really needs to be your face. So glance through some of these profiles that look like they are pretty active and put together, maybe larger followings, and take a look at some of those profile images, but make sure that it shows your face, okay? Brings me to my third tip. Make sure that you are the only person in the photo. Sometimes I cringe when I see like a family photo for someone's profile image, or the person's in the photo, but they've got half of someone else's face in the photo with them, and they've tried to kind of crop it out, but you see someone else's face or part of their face or head in the photo with the person whose profile it is. So make sure that you are the only person in the photo. All right, tip number 4. This picture should be a recent photo so that it looks like you right now, not 15, 20 years ago, but even 10 years ago. We change a lot. It should be a relatively recent photo so that it looks like you and it represents how you look now. I guess I'll leave it there, but what I want to say more is, you've seen this and we know this, that sometimes people will like an older photo of themselves and it feels misleading if that doesn't represent or closely represent how you look now. Okay, and then my final tip. Don't take a photo yourself. Try to avoid the selfie look. So there's so many, you can definitely use your phone and get a good quality photo. Have someone else take the picture for you, but don't try to avoid the selfie look. Okay. So just a quick recap, 5 photo tips. You can scan through the photo you have right now, see if the photo you're using on your LinkedIn profile, you can check the boxes on all of these things and you're good. If not, then you can quickly scan through and find a more recent photo or a better fit photo. Okay. So the first tip I shared with you is to have a clear, high quality profile picture. Second tip, make sure it clearly shows your face. The third tip, be sure that you are the only person in the photo. The fourth tip, it should be a recent photo so that it looks like you right now, not 15, 20 years ago. And then the fifth tip, don't take a photo of yourself. Try to avoid the selfie look. All right. So those are 5 tips that you can apply right now to help you optimize your photo in your LinkedIn profile. And it can help you feel that you're making some progress. And like I said, if you are already target with all of those qualities, then you can feel good knowing that, okay, well, that's one thing. You're one step closer to having a fully optimized profile. Now, I talk about this, I'm trying to make it manageable, but the LinkedIn profile is so important for us. That platform is important. So optimizing, having the best quality profile is so important on this journey as an entrepreneur, whether you're a consultant or whatever it is that you're doing in this entrepreneurial reign. LinkedIn is a vital part of that. And so much so that on our next episode, I've actually invited a LinkedIn expert. It is such a treat to have her come on the podcast and share a deep dive. We're going to do a deep dive into LinkedIn, the platform, and I think you're going to find it super helpful. She also shares a few other resources during that conversation. So I've given you a quick tip, an easy kind of segue into that next episode. I find that a lot of times people, like I said earlier, we know we need to be on the platform. There's all these barriers to getting onto the platform or to leveling up and being more consistent or doing the things that we hear we should be doing to grow the platform. So I'm here to give you some practical quick tips like I did on this episode, but also in the next episode, bring on a guest and an expert to do a deep dive. Our conversation was amazing. So I'm excited for you to hear that and to be able to use what we share in that episode to help you on this journey. Again, growing your business and growing as an entrepreneur. All right, everyone. Until next time, have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you for listening. Visit publichealthentrepreneurs.com to learn more.